For those of you that see nothing wrong or dangerous about using Facebook, you need to see this video. On my site, I have a page that at present is just about 300 articles and videos proving Facebook is not only dangerous, it's a government-owned and operated website with the sole purpose of tracking American citizens, as well as anybody else that wants to pop on there from other countries, so as to collect as much personal data as possible without the person's knowledge. All right, what I'm about to share with you, well, first let's go there. If you go to warning section of the website and you go down to dangers of Facebook, you'll see what I mean. There's 289, if you scroll down, 289 articles on here, right? When I first had 5 or 6 articles, people used to tell me, oh, that's just a bunch of antisocial hype that you're posting there. Well, now there's almost 300. And I don't go looking for this stuff. And here's another thing. As of November of 2009, Facebook has needed 30,000 servers to run their site. Yet nobody's paying for Facebook, right? That kind of money behind it to run that many servers is never going to be a private agency. And if it is, it's going to be well connected with the U.S. government, because you don't get that kind of power without some kind of a handshake. So, that being said, you need to listen to this email that was sent to me by a sister in the faith this last Sabbath. Check this out. She says, I am really ashamed of myself for making a great mistake. Something happened this week that changed my life. I have a Facebook account. Although I am aware of its danger, I read your article about it. And I joined the group against vaccines on Facebook. In that group, I got the chance to talk to parents with vaccine-injured babies, and the majority of them are following natural remedies when their kids get sick, so it's normal to see posts of babies with skin problems, etc. So, when my daughter's rash on her belly showed up, I also posted it to get an idea how to get rid of the rash, but I did not put her face on Facebook. Some parents shared their natural remedies, while others said I have to go to the doctor because it looked like her umbilical cord was infected and her belly was distended. But I told them that's not true because I know for a fact it's just a rash. So I deleted my post. The next day, I had DHS, or Department of Human Services, knocking on my door. She told me that someone from Facebook reported that I didn't want to bring my baby to the hospital and that she has a distended belly and an infected cord. I felt the world just fall in on me. She also asked a lot of personal questions, including my daughter's vaccination records and what my religion was. And then she also did a tour of our house, she says. Keep in mind that the sister that's writing this is a nurse. She knows that it's not a distended belly and it's not an infected cord, okay? But let's go on. She says, I should have listened to you and to my husband that Facebook is a government agency. How did they know my address? That's not shown in my account. I believe that the government has trolls that monitor groups like that because we're against the government agenda with or about vaccines. So the DHS told me to go see a doctor to clear the allegations. And so I went to my daughter's doctor, and he said there is no sign of distension of the belly, and her belly button is not infected. The rashes on her belly were all gone by then as well. Praise the Lord. And then she finishes the email by saying, I wanted to share this because I don't want other brethren to make the same mistake that I made. Please, please keep it in prayer that they will close the investigation soon and won't harass us anymore. Thank you. And then she signs it, of course. If you go to the warning section of the website and you scroll down to AMA Insanity, you'll see here literally hundreds of articles. Like if you go to just about the AMA itself and their friends internationally, you'll see over 500 articles. Let me see. I think we're close to 6. Where is it? We got to get to the bottom. Yeah, 579 articles. Okay, unbelievable stuff that's happening. And then, of course, there's some information about Obamacare that I recently just started gathering. And really, I only, like a few months ago, started this section, the horror of the vaccines. And I've got nearly 100 articles here already. All right. You wouldn't believe what's going on with these vaccines. And the reason the vaccines are going off the chart and kids are getting maimed and killed by them and getting autism is because there are no regulations now to have to bother with testing the vaccines, if you will, because they passed laws that state you can't sue the doctor that gives the vaccine anymore. And so they don't have to test them now. Well, unless, of course, you consider your baby a guinea pig. Well, then, they're testing him on your own child. And so this is why so many people are against it. And yes, there are natural remedies. If you had your child vaccinated, there are some natural remedies that are listed in this list somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but I remember putting it in here. that will leach the vaccine out of the child. But anyway, please, if you are using Facebook, you need to get off. Seriously. And if anybody has any information about what I'm about to share now, I would really appreciate an email from you. Decades ago, back I think I was just in my teens, I used to take my mother to the local library because she was an avid reader, and she would read 7 to 9 books a week. And so I would take her because she didn't drive. And I would, wait in the library for her while she went out browsing for the books. And it could be hours. And so I started, doing research because I was bored. I ran across some stuff on microfilm in regards to some president or a political friend of a president from the 1920s, 30s, or 40s. I don't even remember when. I just remember this statement that was made because when Facebook was invented, the Lord reminded me of that article I read way back then, but I can't find it. The gist of the article was some high-ranking politicians said if they were able to get the American people to offer freely all their private information to the U.S. government, and he was stating stuff like, who their friends are, where they hang out during the day, where they work, where they went to school, what the things they like, pictures of their kids and stuff like. If they were to get that kind of information, they would have absolutely no problem controlling each and every individual in this nation and have a real easy go of it, of prosecuting and bringing all sorts of money into the government with fines and prison terms and stuff like that. And so when I heard Facebook was invented, it reminded me of that comment, because that politician was actually speaking about something that what we call Facebook today, even though they didn't have it back then. And now we have overwhelming evidence that the U.S. government is running Facebook. So if you've got any information whatsoever in regards to that article I saw back in the 20s, 30s, or 40s in that microfilm, please email it to me as soon as you can. Thanks for watching. God bless.